From 1966 to 1971, Dan Curtis created the Dark Shadows soap opera series. He also directed two films based on the show, House of Dark Shadows and Night of Dark Shadows. In 2012, Tim Burton directed the film adaptation starring Johnny Depp. While I am a huge fan of this director, this is not the strongest movie he's ever done. But at the same time, it's the most unappreciated, and here are my 3 reasons why. Dark Shadows centers around Barnabas Collins, whose family established Collinsport, Maine. Barnabas made a mistake of breaking Angelique's heart when engaged to Josette. Angelique placed a curse on Barnabas to be a vampire, and he was forever imprisoned. Years later, Barnabas rises from the grave and tries to bring back the Collins family name with the help of his tumultuous descendants. As I said before, this is not my favorite Tim Burton film as much as I'm a fan of this director, but I do believe it's very much unappreciated. I've only seen bits and pieces of the soap opera. For right now, we'll be mostly looking at the 2012 adaptation as a whole. Here are my reasons why this is underrated. This one is obvious right off the bat. The film does very well with its dark Gothic atmosphere. If there's one thing Tim Burton does right with his movies, it's this one alone. The lack of vibrant colors fits well with its horror themes. Imagine this movie being all rainbows and sunshine. It wouldn't work. The original soap opera was Gothic, so it makes sense to do the same with the movie. If there's one thing I love about movies, it's the music choices. Most of the film takes place in the 70s. It would make sense to add songs that were from the time period or older. Alice Cooper makes an appearance in the movie and does his performance from there. The film also features songs from Barry White, The Carpenters, and the Moody Blues, to name a few. If they added songs from decades later, it wouldn't fit at all. Danny Elfman does the original soundtrack, and it's just as good as any other Tim Burton movie. So yes, the music is marvelous to listen to. Now, just because this movie is dark in its atmosphere, it doesn't mean it's all horror. At times, this film can be funny. That's something I appreciate very much. From what I remember watching the soap opera, it was mostly heavy on the dark tone. Having comical gags help this movie. Tim Burton does the humor justice with his movies, even if they are meant to be serious. To me, the amount of humor in this film is just right, enough to keep it entertaining. And there you have it. Those are my 3 reasons why Dark Shadows is an underrated gem. If you're a Tim Burton fan like me, I say give it a shot.